What's up, guys? It's your boy Zoom, and I know, I know, I know, guys. I have not been putting out any content, and I truly do apologize for that, guys. I know that I've been very sporadic with my uploads in the last month. It's a combination of life just getting busy and not necessarily like losing interest in the game, because it really isn't that, guys. I still try to play at least two games a day, and I did play a lot of the team event, guys. But before the release of the most recent banner, guys, I was just losing. I was getting bored with the meta game, guys, because it was Lunala, Solgaleo, Sableye, Tapu Koko. Who else was there? Oricorio. It was just a lot of the same guys, and now that we got this new banner, guys, I feel like they truly did answer our prayers for a shakeup of the meta, guys. Of course, I still believe Tapu Koko is one of the top three figures in the games, guys. But today, we're not looking at Tapu Koko, except we kind of are. We are going to be looking at my new deck that I've been trying out, guys. So, quick recap. So, by the way, guys, I'm also trying not to say and so much. So, if you catch me, like, taking little breaks, that's why. As I take another break. And I say, anyways, let's see. Let's go look at the deck, guys. But yeah, the quick recap that I was gonna go into before I get into the deck itself. So, guys, I dropped from 4,200 to about 3.5K in a little over under 2 weeks, guys. It was literally the most ridiculous thing I have seen in my life. I don't like to be the RNG conspiracy guy, guys, but I swear Pokemon was out to get me, guys. Because literally, how do you drop from 4.2 to 3.5K? I don't understand it. And okay, I do understand it partially because, guys, when you are losing, one of my biggest tips for people that want to improve their game is don't play after 2 losses in a row. Take a break, cool your head, because you are going to play tilted, and it's going to affect your decision making. And guess what I did, guys? I played tilted. I had affected my decision making to no end. I switched up decks, guys. One of my other core rules to improve your game is to be consistent with one deck, guys. And I was just breaking all kinds of rules, guys. And as y'all could see, I did drop to 3.5, but I'm back at 3.8, guys, and it's all thanks to this deck, guys. So let's get into it, guys. I know this is not like this is this might be a common deck, guys. I'm not saying it's my deck. I'm not saying it's unique. I'm not saying any of that. I'm saying that it's meta AF and that you need to start playing this because it's also fun. So let's take a quick look at the components of the deck. So we have Tapu Koko, Zapdos, triple Altaria, and a Suicune. Now let's go down and talk about the basic strategy with this deck, guys. So the main component are my Altaria. And pretty much its ability. When this Pokemon is on the field, your Dragon-type Pokemon and your Flying-type Pokemon deal plus 10 damage. So, as you can see, Altaria is both Dragon and Flying, so she gets a plus 20 boost right off the bat just for being herself. If we look at her attacks, Flamethrower. If this Pokemon is knocked out, the battle opponent becomes burned. Okay, 70 damage. I have a chain level 1, but it's really a 70. So 70 plus 20 is a 90, guys. That's not very good at all. But then you look at her Dragon Dance. Spin again until an attack other than Dragon Dance is spun. Damage attacks deal plus 50 damage. So right off the bat, guys, let's say you roll a Dragon Dance onto a Flamethrower. You're doing 120 damage. And then you get the plus 20 boost. So you're doing 140 damage. Did I do my math right? 70 plus 50 is 120 plus 20 is 140 right off the bat, guys. No chain levels, nothing. And then the funny thing about Altaria, guys and gals, is that I don't know why I went to a different Altaria, but they stack. These Pokemon stack, guys. Their abilities stack. So, for example, you could have an Altaria that without rolling the Dragon Dance and rolls the plain Flamethrower, you're doing 70 plus 60 damage. That's 130. So, that's not very good. But when you throw that Dragon Dance into the equation, guys, that is 180. Yeah, 180, guys. So, I don't know of any Pokemon that can hit harder than 180. I'm sure you can do some stuff like Magnezone with Coco, possibly Raichu with Coco, and you can hit higher numbers, guys, but you don't see those very much in the meta. So pretty much the core strategy of the deck, how I like to set up, is if I go second or first, try to put out my Altarias out on the board. The reason this works, guys, is because let's do some quick strategy recap. So what was meta before this banner? Because let's be honest, Gallade, Beware, and what's his name? The other Ultra Beasts that were released in the fighting banner, they didn't really do much to the meta, guys. So what was meta? Lunala, Deoxys Attack, and Solgaleo. So how does Altaria counter the what I guess is technically still meta, but in my opinion is on its way out? So if you have just 2 Altaria out on the board, guys, and your opponent has a chain level 10 Lunala, it cannot knock out your Altaria unless it lands Moongeist Beam. And then I'm pretty sure Moongeist Beam does not count as a knockout. It counts as putting it in the PC. So let me just make sure I did my math right. If Lunala has a 70 attack and my Altaria spins a natural 70, it goes down to a 35. But then it gets a plus 20 boost from itself, so that makes it 55, and then a plus 20 boost from a second Altaria. That's hits 75, guys. So without rolling Dragon Dance, without rolling any kind of Dragon Dance boost, you are guaranteed to not be able to be knocked out by Lunala with Altaria. That, guys, is amazing. With just 2 Altaria, guys. This is also significant because most Lunala / Oricorio decks, Psychic decks, guys, you're usually getting like about +3, +4, maybe +5 chain levels. But with 2 Altaria on the board, guys, your opponent's Lunala with Oricorio boost is gonna find it very difficult to knock out a single Altaria. So what happens when you put you have 3 Altarias on the board, guys? Well, it goes up to 95. And no, I don't care how many Oricorio boosts you got. It is not gonna out no Altaria. So, first of all, I don't want to call Altaria a Lunala counter, but I don't know what else to call it, guys. I don't think it's just a vanilla even matchup. Altaria just has the superior matchup. But before we go any further to talk about the rest of the meta and how it interacts with it, let's look at Altaria's double purple, Parasong. This Pokemon and all adjacent Pokemon gain a curse marker. Okay, and we all know what curse does. So that is the main reason I have my girl Suicune in the team. Purification. When this Pokemon moves from the bench to the field, remove any special conditions and curse markers from all the Pokemon you have in the duel. So, even though your Altaria is cursing your opponent, it's also cursing itself. And obviously, we don't want to lose any Pokemon, first of all. And second of all, we don't want to lose the amazing synergy between the triple Altaria. So, what I like to do, and we're getting a little ahead of ourselves, but it's okay. I have the scoop up play, guys. And whenever I need, an emergency curse be gone remedy, I like to scoop up, I could scoop up the Altaria, but usually I have my Altaria in pretty forward positions or very strategic positions, so I don't want to move her. So I'll usually end up moving the Suicune and getting rid of those curse markers, guys. So we've examined how Altaria counters Lunala. So how does it fare up versus the old meta? Deoxys Attack, guys, it's kind of iffy. I would say it's pretty even. Neither him nor her. The reason I say that, guys, is let's say your opponent's Deoxys Attack is chain level 10, so it's hitting for 140, and you have triple Altaria out on the board. If you land just your regular flamethrower, you're doing 130, guys, which is you're not gonna survive a Deoxys attack. But if you land Dragon Dance once, you have the advantage because you're either gonna hit at 180 flamethrower or Perish Song. The thing is, that annoying Deoxys Attack has that respin ability, so you never know what you're going to get. I personally am not scared of going up against a Deoxys Attack, but in the games I have played with my Altaria, that has been the most problematic figure, aside from one that I'm going to get into here in a while. As y'all can see, I have played 20 games with my Altaria, guys, and I'm like 99.99% sure, guys, that all 20 of those games have been in competitive league, and I have lost 3 of those games, guys. So I am at 17 wins and 3 losses with these guys. So that, guys, the only reason, first of all, that I'm even making this video is to show you guys what I've been playing and to give you guys a guide on this deck that I truly believe is the new meta. I'm not, guys, you know, maybe next banner they're going to release something that hard counters Altaria. I'm not saying it's going to be the best ever. By the way, guys, if I have a super clickbaity title, don't crucify me, guys, please, because, you know, we got to get those views up, guys. And, you know, quick pause, a quick slide, guys. You know I'm not putting out much content, guys, but I feel like regardless, whenever I do put out content, it's something that you guys like or, you know, you guys want to hear. So, you know, please like, comment, subscribe, share, guys. You know, I really do appreciate it. And, like guys, I said, I'm not promising any more consistent uploads, but I am promising that when I do upload, it's either a super fun video like a banner opening or a super... what would be the word? Not critical, but a super informative video. Like I believe this video will be. So anyways, let's go back to the deck, guys. So, okay, y'all have seen my 3 Altaria. Very good versus Lunala. Like in the middle of the road versus Deoxys attack. So Galio is, you know, like any other Pokemon that lands on versus Sunsteel Strike, you know, you're getting sent to the PC. And unfortunately, your Perish Song will not be affecting him unless he is affected by a special condition. So pretty okay. But the biggest not hurdle, but the most annoying figure I've found versus my Altaria deck is actually Sableye, guys. And I love Sableye, guys. You guys know my double Sableye deck that brought me to my all-time high of 4266 elo. You guys know I love it. Love Sableye, but his wheel is just hard to. You don't want to attack Sableye with Altaria. First of all, because unless he lands his Shadow Sneak and you land your Flamethrower, you're most likely either you're gonna get statused. And if you land your Parrot Song versus his Shadow Sneak, forget about it, guys. You know, it's just very annoying. And also, the reason Sableye is annoying versus deck. Let's go on to my next. I wouldn't say second most important part of the strategy, but very important for sure. So my boy Zapdos. You know, I've got 994 duels with my boy Zapdos. I know a lot of people don't like him because of his inconsistency, but I personally love him because I do think he is the best yellow attacker in the game. And I believe personally, guys, that the developers do not want to release another meta yellow attacker that can deal the amount of damage that Zapdos does. Because if you think about it, how could they improve the power creep? You know, they're going to take away the inconsistency. And at that point, you have this Pokemon, this yellow gold attacker that can pretty much destroy purple attacks. And even though Zapdos is seen as one of the best yellow attackers, you know, his inconsistency is what balances him, in my opinion. But anyways, guys, so you know how I was talking about Altaria's ability, which gives plus 10 to Flying and Dragon. So we got plus 10, plus 10, plus 10. So plus 30. And guess what Zapdos is? Zapdos is a flying type, guys. So his natural attack, resting, is a 140 Thunder Crash. That is super relevant, guys, because, by the way, I have not seen many Oricorio decks lately. And I don't know if that's because people are testing out decks or what. But you are now matching Lunala. You are now matching Deoxys attack naturally. And when you're attacking, you're doing 170, so you are knocking out any of those psychic types, guys. So, in my opinion, guys, this is how the developers are making Zapdos stay relevant, because Zapdos has been meta since day one, guys. Since the day he was released, he has been meta. Like I said, I feel like the developers do not want to release another strong gold attacker. They may prove me wrong in the future, but I truly feel like it would unbalance the game a little. But anyways, that's one of the second or third most important strategy. But the reason I say I hate Sableye is because Sableye's hacking gems ability -1s my attacks if it's an opponent Sableye. So my 140 goes down to 139. And guess what? Those Deoxys attack and Lunala are hitting 140. So right there, it struggles. It makes your Zapdos struggle versus the heavy hitters. But regardless, guys, making Zapdos a 140 natural is amazing. Amazing. And obviously, Zapdos is there to be my anti purple. My last Pokemon, guys, you guys know who it is. Tapu Koko. Top 3 best figures in the game, guys. I know a lot of people don't like Tapu Koko, the Tapu Koko meta. I personally am not a fan of it, but I don't mind it. I enjoy it a little sometimes, guys. Just because Tapu Koko can either make or break games. And those Tapu Koko wars are usually who doesn't land melee wish first, guys. But anyways, let's move on to the plates real quick, guys, because I do want to show you guys some gameplay, but I don't want to make this video too long. So to recap real quick the strategy. You want to put out your 3 Altaria as soon as possible. Obviously, you're probably going to have to match your opponent's Tapu Koko with your Tapu Koko or something of the like. And Zapdos is there as a general heavy hitter that can move through figures. This is one of the biggest weaknesses in the deck, guys, is that you cannot move your Altaria through figures. I've seen people try to use the triple Swablu onto Altaria with the winged sphere play, guys, but I think that's too complicated, too slow, and unnecessary. It is nice to be able to move through figures once evolved, but getting them to that point is hard in my opinion. And like I said, I want my deck to be working as it starts. I don't want it to be waiting around. I want it to, okay, my 2 Altaria can take on any of your Pokemon. Let's go. That's how I want to play. That's my play style. I like to be semi-aggressive. I want to be able to attack. And real quick, guys, I know I already said that before we got onto the plates, but another reason that Altaria is so good, guys, is just look at that wheel. Let's take a look at it, guys. No miss. At level 5, you get no miss. So first of all, there's not that many Pokemon anymore that don't have any miss. I know Sableye. Mew doesn't. I know Sceptile doesn't. Who doesn't have any miss? Any meta Pokemon that do not have miss? I'm trying to think, guys, and I'm sure someone's gonna remind me, but I cannot remember any other meta Pokemon with no miss. So right off the bat, guys, no miss. And look at that. 3 beautiful dodge stripes. So that pretty much makes him an unkillable machine when confused. If he is paralyzed or burned, it does not affect him as much because of the damage boost and because of the such small amount of dodge that it has, and so spread out. That's the big factor here, guys. It's spread out. But, I just really love Altaria, guys. I love the game, the design of Altaria. I love the figure, the actual sculpt. The developers did a really good job with it, guys. But anyways, going on to the plates. So let's start from right to left, guys. So double chance, gold block, scoop up. I already explained the scoop up, and double chance and gold block are super common, super meta, And okay, double max revive. I know I run double max revive in my previous deck, guys. My ghost deck. But the reason I feel like it's super important to have double max revive is because if they somehow kill one of your Altaria, max revive, bam, back to 3. You have the advantage again, guys. This is what you don't want to. I'm not even kidding, guys. A lot of the games I play, by the time it's all said and done, whether I surround my opponent's goal or I, get a weight win because he can't move any figures into the field, I usually have 5 or 6 figures out on the field. And that doesn't happen a lot, guys, because, through the course of a game, your Pokemon are going to, get knocked out. But Altaria is so bulky and so offensive at the same time that they're hard to kill. And when they do get killed, max revive, here we go again. So double max revive is really important, guys. And one quick tip before we move on to the gameplay, guys, is I know everybody loves the Shuppet trap, which is, you put your Tapu Koko in the middle between 2 figures, and you wait for someone to attack or not, or they just move, and you surround them with your Tapu Koko next turn because it's 3 movement. Be very careful doing the Shuppet trap with this deck, guys, because Altaria's Perish Song will curse all adjacent Pokemon, whether they be friendly or opposing. So if someone attacks your Altaria and you roll Perish Song, yeah, you'll curse the opponent, but you will also curse your Tapu Koko. So be very, very mindful of that. One of my 3 losses, actually, I completely forgot that Parasong cursed my Altaria as well, guys, and my opponent took advantage of that and surrounded me my Altaria with Coco, and boop, there you go, Altaria, bye-bye. So, be very mindful about Altaria's Parasong, because I personally don't think it's a big weakness, but it is a weakness, okay? And real quick, as well, I want to touch on the subject of why no Mega Altaria. Guys, I want to fit Mega Altaria into somewhere. You see the little the little blue glowing ball. I have a Mega Altaria, guys. I just do not know where to fit the Mega Altaria plate. Personally, I love the way my deck is set up, the chemistry. And I feel like putting in a Mega Altaria may be useful, for getting back Pokemon that I may have cursed or that may have been excluded. But I feel like the actual synergy that I have currently supersedes any kind of benefit I would get from Mega Altaria, guys. That is my opinion. You guys may have a different opinion. Let me know in the comments, what you think. But this is my deck, guys. I am super excited to show you some gameplay. Like I said, I'm not saying this was an original idea that no one else is playing that, because obviously people are playing Altaria decks. I just want to show you guys some strategy of why people are playing Altaria decks. I can say for a fact, guys, that it is definitely viable up to the 3.8k range. I'm back at 3.8, guys. I have not played much beyond that, so I don't know if it's viable in the 4k range, but I am hoping to make the lunge back to 4.2 and hopefully 4.3, guys, because that's one of my personal Pokemon dual goals, to get to 4.3, 4.4. And let's get into some gameplay. All right, the first gameplay is, I'm actually going to show you guys 2 games today. And one is going to be versus a standard meta deck from the previous meta. When I mean previous meta, I mean before the what would it be called? The Dark Banner, technically. That we just had 299, 82, 4309. So let's get into some gameplay, guys. And I'm going to pause real quick. Pause. Stop. Is it gonna stop? Yeah. Alright, it's gonna stop. Alright, so as you guys can see, I'm on the red flank and my opponent is the blue. And I'm running my deck I just showed you guys, and my opponent is running a pretty standard meta deck from the old meta, minus the inclusion of Zoroark. Alright, guys, my thoughts on Zoroark. He's good, but he is slightly overrated. I may have a video on why he's slightly overrated, but I know I'm gonna catch a lot of flack for that, but I have not personally seen many Zoroark past the 3.6 range. I'm sure there's some 4K players running with Zoroark, but I just his counter attack or counter punch, something like that, is really good versus like heavy hitters, especially if you evolve him in chain level 10. But it's only like about half of the wheel, so the other half of the wheel, my Zapdos is gonna kill him. It's like anything. It's a trade off, guys. I knew there was one more point I wanted to touch on before we started the playback. I can't remember, guys, but let's go on and play. So my opponent starts off with Tapu Koko. I match Tapu Koko, and then he's gonna go defensive. I'm gonna set up my Altaria. He's gonna, okay, guys, I put up my Altaria because it's my best choice, I guess. Alright, so now I got my triple Altaria set up. He's gonna move Combustion. I'm gonna match with Zapdos. He moves so he doesn't get surrounded. I'm gonna go defensive. He's gonna go defensive. And then I put my boy there. And here I move my Tapu Koko out of the way because I don't fear his Lunala with either my Zapdos or Altaria. I go defensive. Takes over my entry point. I'm ready to go up against his Altaria. He's going to attack me with that Deoxys attack that I hate so much. But he lands dodge. And regardless, well, not regardless, because I don't know why he spun me, guys. I don't know. I'm not saying nothing bad about my opponent, but there's really just no reason to respin me when you roll dodge. Is there? I'm trying to think, guys. Let me know if I'm missing something, but I don't think so. Alright. Oh, real quick. This actually... double chance. My opponent's going to double chance. He's going to kill me. Here we go, guys. That Sableye annoying hacking gems. 139 to 140. GG. Zapdos. Currently. Is it gonna stop? Come on. I'm gonna double chance. I'm going after the Tapu Koko, free up my entry points, and that Zoroark ability, so annoying. But the reason I did attack with Tapu Koko is because Tapu Koko I feel like has a decent chance versus Zoroark, especially since my opponent Zoroark was not chain leveled. All right, stop. So yeah, real quick recap. Tapu Koko has a decent, slightly positive matchup versus unchain leveled Zoroark, because unless he hits the 110, you're pretty good to go if you hit the wild charge. And even if you hit the quick attack, if he hits his gold, you're pretty good to go. But anyways, guys, counters to Altaria. I truly believe, I don't know why my opponent didn't try to double chance and go for the Cyclone Kick to my... The only thing that could have saved me was dodge. I think that would have been the better play for my opponent. But that's something to keep in mind. 3-star attacks, I can't really deal with them unless I roll dodge. So let's keep it going, guys, because I don't want to make this video too long either. Alright, here we go. And guys, like I said, this is like... okay, he's going to attack. And was it X attack? Alright, I rolled Perish wrong. No, it was a double chance. And he is going to roll the Psychic. So, Combuskin and Lunala are now cursed. Here, I'm going to go for the Surround kill. But I go defensive, actually. Yeah, because if I had moved my Altaria, he would have gotten me there. And I, roll the 130 onto his wild charge, get the knockout on that, and then next turn, guys, he can max revive and surround my Tapu Koko, so I move him out of the way. And here I'm gonna attack the Combustion, guys, because I want the knockout, and I get it. That was pretty cool, guys. And bye Combustion. So I free up my entry point, and now my opponent is playing with -1 figure. And here I'm gonna roll my Dragon Dance and gonna get the nice cheeky boost up to 180. And I believe he wrist spins me and he gets what he needs. I think I rolled the Flamethrower natural. Yeah, so really unfortunate, guys. Like I said, the opposite attack is a throw up. Or a toss up. My bad, not a throw up. Well, he might be a toss. And there goes my Lunala. So now we're playing 5v5. So any advantage I had is gone. I'm gonna max revive and get my Zapdos going on the way. He attacks my Altaria. I'm not too worried about it. He burns me, as long as he does not roll Moongeist, I am good to go, guys. So here I'm gonna go for the Surround kill. My opponent's not dumb. He sees what I'm trying to do. He attacks my Tapu Koko. I roll a miss. Sweet, I love that. JK, guys. And then max revive, get that bad boy in there defensively. My opponent's going to go for my Zapdos, and I believe I survived this one. Yeah, I'm going to roll Thunder Charge, and I believe I roll Thunder Charge one more time. Yep. So I cross over, guys, because I want to throw in game by potentially attacking his Sableye, but my opponent is going to attack me here. And I think he gets the knockout. I don't want to say that for a certainty. I actually am going to... Oh, wow. Okay. And did he roll purple? I'm sorry, guys. I didn't see. Because if he didn't respin me, it's probably because... I don't know. I don't know what he rolled. I can't remember what he rolled. But I rolled the Thunder Charge again. I go for the threatening of the game, and I roll Thunder Charge onto Confuse Ray. So that Thunder Charge finally came to bite me back. He's gonna attack my Zapdos. I believe he's gonna get the knockout here. Yep. Doesn't matter what I roll, because he has that -1. No, like I said, guys, Sableye is super annoying with versing him. So I attack the Lunala. I get cursed, and I curse a cursed Pokemon, so it doesn't really do me too much good. And here I'm just going to go for the Purification. I'm going to move up my... I'm going to here threaten the Lunala Surround. But my opponent reads it pretty well. I move up, guys. Sableye has a pretty good matchup versus Suicune. So it's kind of... we're just trying to feel each other out here at this point. My opponent rolls X speed, and I'm gonna get I'm gonna get knocked out. Like I said, Deoxys attack, kind of a toss up. A lot of people I've seen running Altaria decks have been running Tropical Energy. I personally feel like I don't want to use up one of my plates with Tropical Energy, but it's all matter of preference. Here, my opponent's gonna max survive. I'm gonna go for the threatening of the game, and I believe he blocks his goal with Coco. Here, I'm gonna attack Sableye because I need to get him out of the way. I roll the gold, so pretty nice there. I believe my opponent attacks me. So guys, I'm not in a very good position here. He's got one entry point blocked already, and my boy Zapdos is just getting knocked out after knocked out. So I gotta do something quick. I scoop up the Coco because regardless, it allows my Altaria to come into the board next game. Or next turn. He's going to attack the Altaria, and I believe I survive this. Dimensional Slip versus Perish Song. Okay, so I do survive it. I get my Altaria on the board, I'm pretty sure, yeah. I go defensive, guys, because, that Lunala is still scary with that Moongeist Beam. I go take over one of my opponent's entry points. I attack the Lunala, and I believe I get the knockout. Oh, he gets the Moongeist? What? Okay, yeah, I remember this. Oh, guys, all right, here RNG sack 100%, guys. Call it what it is. I got lucky here. It wasn't terribly unlikely, but I don't think it was likely either. So I get gone of the cursed Lunala, and he's gonna try to go cover my entry point, but I'm gonna go through end game by attacking my opponent's Tapu Koko. And I believe either he survives or I don't get. I roll melee. No, so he rolled melee. My opponent's gonna try to attack me with Zoroark, and I'm gonna roll the dodge. Really good thing because Night Days would kill my Altaria. And here I roll the 99 onto his quick attack. He's gonna go block with Zoroark, and I believe I attack Zoroark because, like I said, I'm not afraid of attacking with my. You see, if I had rolled any damage attack, I would have knocked out the Zoroark. That would have been game. So I rolled a melee onto his Sucker Punch. Wow, really annoying. Talking about, luck. It's just part of the game, guys. He's going to make me respin, and I believe I get the Dragon Dance. Don't quote. Okay, I rolled a dodge. I'm going to attack one more time for the one time. And I get the 70 to the 90. Sweet. He's going to attack. And I believe I survived this one as well. So you guys, hopefully I don't die. Yeah, no, I don't die. So you guys, it's pretty even toss up with versus Altaria and Deoxys attack. I don't think Tropical Energy is necessary in my opinion. But I've seen some high caliber players running Tropical Energy. So all power to them. And then I'm going to move on with my Suicune. Zoroark, gonna go play a little defensive, and gonna move, just doing a little dancing here, guys, because it is, by the time this, okay, so, yeah, I was gonna say, by the time that we were doing all that dancing, my opponent timed out, so, I feel like that showcased my deck's strengths versus the old meta pretty good. It was a timeout victory, but, a timeout victory is a victory. We can't really complain about those. All right, so we showcased the strengths and weaknesses versus the old meta. Let's go look at the strengths and weaknesses versus the new meta. So hopefully I wrote down the ID right, and let's get to it. All right. Oh, I did not write it down, guys. Hold on. Oh my God, this is. Wow, that sucks. Let's see. What did I not write down? All right. 2, 9, 8, 7, 8, 6, 0, 6. Is that the one I wrote down last time? I checked these before I started the video. It should be right. Okay, yeah, I wrote something wrong, but here it is. As y'all can see, I am playing a 4K player running a pretty similar setup, except he has... Okay, just go ahead and attack me. Rude. Melee, melee versus melee, melee. Did it stop? Yeah. He's got double Zapdos, double Coco. So he has -1 Suicune, -1 Altaria. So here my goal, guys, is to get rid of those Tapu Kocos ASAP. Because they are going to be super, super annoying to deal with. I go defensive. He goes to slightly defensive. You know, I'm just putting out my Altarias. The one benefit I really like versus facing double Altaria decks, guys, is I have the upper hand no matter what. You know, obviously, it's like those Sceptile versus Sceptile mirrors. Whoever rolls a double Leaf Blade is going to win. So if somebody rolls the Dragon Dance and someone else doesn't, you know, whoever rolls the Dragon Dance is going to win. But here, guys, we're just feeling each other out. He goes for my Coco. He rolls Melee Melee. I'm going to go for his Coco because that is how Coco Wars go. Whoever doesn't roll Melee Melee first loses. And it's just going to be a little back and forth, guys. Melee Melee versus Melee Melee. Really good opponent I faced, guys. You know, he obviously knew what he was doing. But... you know, I feel like I know what I'm doing most of the time. You know, I make some really rookie errors from time to time. And, you know, I'm not trying to boast or anything, but, like, I just want to show you guys that I'm playing someone capable of handling himself, you know. I want to show you guys why I believe this deck is meta-worthy, you know. And hopefully you guys agree. And if you don't, let me know, you know, what you would change, you know. But anyways, guys, we're just doing little Tapu Koko dances. Like I said, Tapu Koko Wars, whoever doesn't roll Melee Melee Wish is going to lose. Obviously not all the time, but it feels like it. He attacks me, I roll dodge. With that Electro Energy boost, you know, something to consider, guys. You know, Electro Energy, Mega Altaria. You know, different little things to maybe Hurdle Jump even. I was thinking of Hurdle Jump, but, you know, just... that's like the second or third miss he rolls. And I roll miss. Yay. So here he's gonna... oh, I attack. Sweet. Awesome. Thank you. Okay, he's gonna roll Melee Melee. I'm gonna cover up with my Altaria. He's gonna go block one of my entry points and attack my Suicune. Rude. And he's gonna get what he needs, but I get the Ice Beam. Guys, I've actually been playing with Suicune ever since I started the deck, and I've been developing my strategy playing Suicune. I've been using it as a disruptive / defensive piece, and I really like Suicune. Even though it has a low damage output, I feel like it disrupts enough where people don't want to attack into it unless it's a Zapdos or something. And even if it's a Zapdos, if I roll Ice Beam, you know, you want to get out of there. Anyways, I cursed my opponent. He doesn't want to get cursed surrounded, so, you know, he moves out of the way. But I got Suicune for that. I believe this helps the mirror match. And here, guys, I didn't pay attention to my opponent's place, which is what I say, guys. Always pay attention to your opponent's plates. He Mega Altarias, and he can move through me now, and he unfreezes Tapu Koko. I go for the knockout, and I get a dodge. Sweet. So my opponent is going to try to go brute force versus brute force, but I go defensive because, you know, I'm not trying to let Mega Altaria boss us around. He's going to attack my Suicune. I don't know why he did that. Was he just trying to knock some Pokemon out? Or was he trying to get the double purple? I think that's what he was trying to do. But there's no cursed Pokemon right now, is there? Guys, I don't know. I'm not thinking straight right now. I roll Melee Wish. And guys, feel free after the, you know, to rewind the video or watch the playback yourselves without my voice. You know, some of y'all might find that my voice annoying. And if y'all just want to watch the gameplay, feel free to do so, guys. Let's see. So there you go. Is 180. You know, Altaria is just crazy with those damage boosts. So I'm gonna go cover up an entry point. He's gonna try to stop my. I don't know what he moved there then. Okay, so I have both entry points now, and he has one of his Zapdos cursed. And here we're just playing like a defensive strategy game. I go for the attack because, like I said, I have the advantage with my triple boosted Altaria versus his double boosted Altaria. And also keep in mind, guys, there is no more Tapu Koko boost, which is not a I don't know how to speak, terribly big factor currently, but it could be important. He's gonna roll the 90, the 111. I roll the 180. So, GG little Altaria. I move on. I move up. He's gonna try to free up one of his injury points, and I get the Melamela Wish, which is sweet. So I need Tapu Koko to survive one more turn, and I don't think he does. Believe it or not. Oh, he does. Okay, sweet. What do I do here then? Because do I attack? Yeah, that's what I should do. Oh, you know what? He's gonna land the. I don't remember the game being over by now, so he must. Okay, yeah, he rolls the Thunder Crash onto my Perish Song. That was really annoying, guys, because I honestly feel like I had complete control of that game. You know, I believe RNG swung both ways, and you know, I just, you know, my deck was just a little superior to my opponent's. Not to say that, you know, my deck is the best, you know, but, you know, personally, in my opinion, for this game, I felt like I played better than my opponent. So I roll because, you know, I'm just trying to get the knockout on that Altaria with either with that double purple Suicune has. I can't remember what the name was. Sheer Cold, yeah. All right, so everybody's cursed now. I attack. I get the Sheer Cold. Here we go. Bye bye Altaria. And my opponent already used his Mega Altaria, so I roll a miss. Typical. Anyways, my opponent used the Mega Altaria, so no more bringing back your cursed Pokemon. I'm going to go with my Zapdos, promote him. He's going to do some shenanigans. I'm going to attack my opponent's Tapu Koko, try to free up that entry point, or block that entry point. You know, I get the roll I need, and then my opponent is going to threaten game, and I cover up with Altaria because I believe it's the safest bet. And he's going to attack with Altaria, hoping to land the Dragon Dance, I believe. That would have knocked out Zapdos. Or would it have? I don't know. I don't think it might. It would have. No. Yeah, it would have. It would have. Yeah, it would have. It would have. I don't have the third Altaria out. So here, guys, he's just trying to, just try to get a lucky spin, I guess. Because keep in mind, guys, Altaria is boosting my Zapdos to a plus 20. So no, it wasn't. He would have knocked me out regardless. I get the Sheer Cold on Coco, and here you go. He's gonna Tropical Energy, because if he didn't have that, it would be game. And now he's trying to get lucky because he has no more boosts, and I have 2 boosts available to me. And I think he knocks me out here. No, I get the knockout, and that's game, guys. Oh, he did have that Electro Energy. So, win. GG to my player. I don't know how to read whatever language that is. But GG, my dude. And that brings us to the end of the gameplay. Because this video is already going to be ridiculously long, guys. Guys, let me know how y'all did in the team event. I kind of did not hate this team event, maybe because I was just, like not losing to RNG hardcore like last team events. But anyways, guys, I know that I have not been uploading, and I hope to change that. But I make no promises, guys. But as always, you know that whenever I do upload something, it is something that hopefully you guys will enjoy and find it informative. Anyways, guys, I still have to go do a bunch of stuff before I go to sleep. So I gotta sign out. But as always, like, comment, subscribe, share. Let me know if you have any suggestions, comments, complaints, guys. Let me know. And also, quick aside, guys, whenever I talk, I don't mean to brag or anything. I feel like I'm really good at not being a bragger, guys. It's just, sometimes you just have to say some things matter-of-factly, matter of fact, I'm not, I'm a pretty good player, 4.2 has been my all-time high. I don't think there's too many players with a 4.2 all-time high. I'm not saying, it makes me amazing, but, I personally feel like, I can be in the conversation for, I believe this strategy is valid, So, maybe, you're the kind of person that takes everything with a grain of salt, and that's cool. But I really try to show you guys why you should, not necessarily like believe what I'm telling you. You know, I'm telling you that I believe Altaria is going to be is meta, and and I just showed you some examples, hopefully furthering my point. But if you still you don't think that's enough evidence, that's cool. I'm not here to change people's minds. I'm just here to show my opinion and maybe give a little of evidence as to why I believe that it is truth. But anyways, guys, sorry again for the rambling, and I hope to see you guys in my next vid. I'm probably going to do a super late analysis of Mega Mewtwo Y and why it was the most overhyped Pokemon that has ever come to Pokemon Duel. I'm sorry to everybody that likes Mega Mewtwo Y, but I have not seen him in... Okay, I lied. I saw him in a couple games I played versus a player. But in my opinion, guys, Mega Mewtwo Y is overhyped. Has been overhyped since day one. But until then, guys, like, comment, subscribe, share. Let me know what's on your mind. Let me know what's going on with you guys, and I hope to see you in my next video. See you guys.